Welcome to Manifested Publishers.
Hello, my lovely learners. This is Manifested e-learning platform and I am Teacher Purity. We are going to learn hygiene and nutrition activities for grade 1. So we are starting on a new topic, personal hygiene, and under personal hygiene, we are going to learn about the use of toilets, latrines, and urinals. So welcome to the lesson and hope that you are going to enjoy. Now the use of toilets, latrines, and urinals. What are toilets? What are latrines? And what are urinals? Now toilets, latrines, and urinals are the places where we go to relieve ourselves from our long calls and short calls. So toilets, latrines, and urinals are places we go for our short calls and long calls. So, toilets, latrines, and urinals are the places we go for our short calls and long calls. When you are pressed with long calls or short calls, you'll visit a toilet, latrine, or a urinal. Let's start with the toilet. So, what is a toilet? Now, a toilet is a place where we go to relieve ourselves from our long calls and short calls. And toilets are found inside the house. So toilets are found inside the house and most toilets have a large round bowl. So take a look of picture of a toilet. Look at it very well. That's a toilet. And we flush toilets after use. Now after you've used the toilets, you are going to flush it. What is to flush? To flush is pouring a lot of water after you have used the toilet. We flush toilets after use. Then we have latrines. Now latrines are found outside the house. So latrines are found outside the house. So latrines are found outside the house. And a latrine is an open pit where you go and relieve yourself from your long call and short call. And they are always found outside the house. They are built outside the house. Now latrines have an open pit. Now latrines have an open pit. We have said that we flush toilets after use. What about latrines? After you've used your latrine, what are you supposed to do? Now, after using a latrine, you cover it. We cover latrines after using them. So we cover latrines. We cover latrines after use. So we cover latrines after use. You cover the part that it has an open pit after you have attended your short call or your long call. So on your screen there is a picture of a latrine. Make sure that you are observing it so that you can know the difference between a toilet and a latrine. And lastly, we have urinals. What is a urinal? Now, a urinal is a place where boys and men go and pass their urine. So, urinals are places where boys and men pass urine. So urinals are places where boys and men pass urine. It is strictly for boys and men, and they are only supposed to pass urine in the urinals. You cannot go for long calls in a urinal. You only go for short calls in a urinal. And boys alone and men are the ones who use urinals. Girls can use a toilet or a latrine. So this is how we are supposed to use toilets, latrines, and urinals. First, toilets are found inside the house, and we flush toilets after use. I said flushing is pouring water after you've relieved yourself from your short call or your long call. Remember, if you do not flush a toilet, it will have a bad smell. Then, latrines are found outside the house. Latrines are always built outside the house, and they have an open pit. After using a latrine, you are also supposed to cover it after use. You cover the pit to avoid the bad smell which can come from the latrine. And lastly, we have urinals, which are used by boys and men to pass urine alone. So if you are a boy, make sure that if you visit a urinal, don't pass your long calls in the urinal. That is a very, very bad habit. Pass urine alone in a urinal. Girls, use a toilet or a latrine. So that's all for this lesson. I'm going to give you some questions. You will answer them and meet you next time. So this is the assignment, the instruction. Fill in the gaps with the correct answer. You are going to choose the correct answer from what you have in the brackets and fill in the dashes from question 1 up to question 4. So number 1 reads, boys and men should use a dash to pass urine. The answers in brackets are latrine, urinal. So you select the correct answer and fill in the blank space. Question 2, we dash a modern toilet after use. Clean, wash, or flush. So choose the correct answer. The third question, dash are found outside the house. Latrines, toilets. You write for me the answer. And lastly, it is a dash habit to use a toilet. Bad, good. Select the correct answer and fill in the blank space. So thank you for being good listeners. Hope to see you next time.